I'm Hayden, and this is my husband, Aaron. For the past 2 months, we've been having some epic adventures through Costa Rica. After getting a negative COVID test, we're making the long journey across the border into Nicaragua, where we'll be for the next 4 weeks.
We've made it to our 8th country, Nicaragua. Now let's check out where we're staying. So you walk right in and there's this cute little nice seating area. This is probably where I'm gonna actually end up working because I can close these doors and turn on the AC and make it nice and cold in here. But it's got a nice little just open area. I've got a TV. I can watch maybe like some DuckTales or something while I'm working. This type of house is actually known as a colonial style, and it's actually pretty common here, especially in Granada. But that's where you have like this whole outside inside kind of component to the house. So we've got some comfortable furniture that we can sit in, the pool we can dip in, and a hammock. So connected to our outside inside, we have a nice little dining room table, but also our kitchen. So that means, yes, our kitchen is technically outside, which is probably gonna be an interesting thing because we're outside. There's gonna be bugs. So we're gonna have to make sure we keep the food all tightened up. We don't want ants getting in everything. But you can feel a nice breeze in here. There's a ton of fans, and it's just gonna push a lot of that heat right on out of here. Because we all know heat rises, and it's open. I've got my own shitter bathroom, and the best part is, I've got a Harry Potter closet.
Is that the best part?
That's the best part.
It's the best part of this whole place?
That's where I'm putting you.
Show us the bedroom.
Let's go. So walled off on the second floor here, we have the bedroom. Walk in and you're immediately blasted by the AC, which is gonna keep it nice and cool in here. But you walk in and turn the corner, here's the bed. We got a little bit of TV action. We can watch some Netflix in here. We can actually look out over where the pool is in the living room. And then of course, we've got our own bathroom. So this is, this is our pad for the next month. Super cute, super comfortable. I'm really excited to be here.
Fun fact, this house was featured on House Hunters International. They called it the Mullet House because it's business in the front and a party in the back. Excited about our pool?
I am excited about our pool. It's brisk though, which I kind of expected it to be a little bit more warm just because it is in the direct sunlight and it's 34 degrees and the sun is hot here.
We're in our living room in a pool. So, this is our Airbnb. Really freaking cool. And we wanted to just, we planned on vlogging today on this travel day, but things got a little wild on our ride this morning, and I think we pretty much were both about to throw up the entire time. The guy drove like a bat out of hell. It was crazy. He just like took off going around the curves like so intensely, and if Aaron got car sick, you could only imagine how I felt. So we crossed the border at Penas, Blancas, which is the Nicaragua-Costa Rica border. There was a huge line of trucks waiting to get it, miles and miles of trucks just on the side of the road. Like, it might take them days to get across the border at the rate they were going. They weren't moving.
Literally miles of trucks.
Hundreds of them. So we basically, our driver didn't speak English, and my Spanish is only so good, which thank God I speak a little bit of Spanish.
Miles better than my Spanish.
So we get, they're basically like, okay, give us $10 each. We were like, okay. And so we like give them money, and they hand us paperwork, which was our printed out COVID test, which I think maybe had we had them printed out, we're not really sure. So maybe if you have them printed out, you don't have to pay the impuesto, the fee. But they were just like, give us $10 each. And we were like, okay. And then
tip.
Yeah, and a tip.
Most expensive sheet of paper I've ever bought.
Yeah. And then they're like, okay, now get out and go into immigration. Like, so we went in and we got stamped out of Costa Rica, which was seamless, except for Aaron's passport broke the computer again. And I don't know if you've been watching our vlogs. You should watch our vlogs. But the one coming to Costa Rica, he got stopped 3 different times. It's like he's got malware on your passport. Like they scan it and like the computer crashes every day. She was like, I don't understand, because I could understand what she was saying when she was talking to like her supervisor. She's like, I can't close anything, like nothing's moving.
I swear it's something from when my Japan, which we still have to film.
We still owe you a Japan story. We go through, they stamp us out of Costa Rica, we get back in the same car that we were in, and we drive a little bit further, and then they're like, okay, get out and take all your stuff with you. And then we were just like walking. So they walked us to the border. Sorry, backtrack. We paid a company to basically drive us across and handle all the paperwork and everything, which, so they knew.
Recommend.
Yeah, and we'll leave the information for them. It was like TSO Travel Tours or something, and they're based here out of Nicaragua. And so it was just, it made everything a lot more seamless, because if we were just trying to do that on our own, it would have been very confusing.
We'd have been waiting in the line of trucks.
We would have been still sitting with the trucks at the back, miles away from the border.
Yeah, it made everything simple. You know, we got to all the right places that we needed to do. They speak Spanish, so they were able to communicate what was going on. But it was funny when we got to the border, they just like rolled our stuffs
and then
like walked away, and they're like, "You're in Nicaragua now."
Yeah, they were like, "See you later," and they just turned around. I was like, "Well, what do we do?" Because like, so we had a guy meet us in Nicaragua, and he took us the rest of the way. And so they were just like, I don't know what kind of car you're looking for or the name of the guy or anything. So we were just like, all right, whatever. So we're walking, and then finally we get to immigration, like the final immigration, where they like stamp us into Nicaragua. There was like this very long gap between leaving Costa Rica and arriving in Nicaragua. So there's like this weird no man's land.
It's like the DMZ.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a lot of places where they check and recheck your passports and all the little stamps that you've got. And it was just like,
they probably checked their passports 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. Before we even got to immigration.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is, we had to sell our drone in Costa Rica. It's illegal to bring it in here to Nicaragua, and they made us like open our bags, and they, pulled out our cameras and our laptops and everything. So definitely do not try to bring a drone. They were like, do you have a drone? 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 We were like, no drone. Everybody was like, drone. And it was like, okay, we don't have one. Jesus. So don't bring a drone to Nicaragua. They will confiscate it, and then you might be in a lot of trouble. It might cost you money. We don't know.
You might go to jail. We don't know.
We don't know. And then we had another like 2-hour drive from the border, and so he
was much better.
Yeah, we got picked up. He didn't drive like a maniac, and he just like pulled up on a beach with like volcanoes. It was beautiful, but it was you would think it's ocean, but it's a lake. It's the largest lake in Central America. Lake Nicaragua, and it goes on for like over 3,000 kilometers. It's pretty cool. And then you can see 2 active volcanoes.
Yeah, the amount of volcanoes in this area is just gorgeous. Like just seeing these behemoths, knowing that they could erupt, or they could be spewing magma regularly. Like, we've got some cool activities planned coming up. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. Definitely tap that bell icon so you get a notification when those videos do come out.
We'll see you next time.
See you.
Coming up in our Nicaragua series, we spend a lot of time hanging out with the local volcanoes.
We're just standing here over molten lava.
One of the top 50 things that you have to do before you die.
We, of course, go scuba diving and find some incredibly tasty vegan food.
Look at this masterpiece.